Oh, hello, friends. In connection with the next session of Sufism and the Art of Living, which will be coming up on the 10th of August at Rudra Mandir in Berkeley, a session called Tuning to an Inner Music. This morning I found a writing that I did after a meditation, an involuntary meditation that happened at 4 a.m. about a year ago. And I want to share this writing with you. It's about the presence of nature and its elements in music. And it's fairly dense writing, so I'm going to read it, and I hope you'll follow along as I share it with you. The voice. It is a meeting of air and earth. Indians say that the voice is the first instrument, but nature sounds are probably what we imitated to develop speech and song. And so we start with grounding, connecting into the earth, which is actually an electrical process, or perhaps an electromagnetic one, because we are continually generating electric flows by our thoughts and our movements. And we tend to hold some of this electric charge in our muscles, which become triggered or activated or tensed. When the muscles are relaxed, there's simply more room. There's more space for air to enter and to receive the impression, the shape of the feeling sound that we want to make, which is framed, though not simply, by our physical nature, and it also carries the imprint of the larger background feeling gestalt that we call ourselves. So after grounding, earthing, we open more to the air element through relaxed, deeper breathing. This breathing also brings in sensations, sensory, sensual inputs and impressions which influence and inform our sound and song. Some of these may come from very near, the sounds around us, from what is right here, some from very far, even from galaxies received on frequencies or wavelengths that we don't commonly connect with or perceive. A single set of harmonics of one human-produced note or tone can evoke resonance of a whole spectrum of associated and synchronistic ideas, images, and phenomena. The next element is water, which in nature and in our bodies is mostly rhythm. Think bubbling streams, laughing brooks, surging and breaking waves, lazy rivers. By the way, laziness is a rhythm, a receptive one. Think blood circulating, our pulse, the heartbeat. Our bodies, bodily tissues and cavities contain a high percentage of water, which is also responsive to the rhythmic gravity pull of the moon, as are the ocean tides, another rhythm. Women's menstrual cycles are a rhythm cycle. The relation between the breath cycle and the pulse, about 1:4, is an implicit but ever-present rhythm, and every musician probably plays with it, even if unconsciously. This rhythmic awareness brings fluidity, it brings flow to our music, a sense of being in the right place at the right time, of being in harmony with and harmonizing with the environment, a combination of bringing into and falling into, of merging into connection with the uber pulse and the under pulse of the succession of moments that can both define and stretch what a moment is, which is one important function or gift of music. Next comes the element of fire. and that is character. It embraces emotion, passion, arousal, power, will, hunger. It adds presence, immediacy, danger, and the ever-present, very human, unavoidable element of fear. Hidden or acknowledged, fear is the vulnerability that lights up, that illuminates character, the willingness, the desperation to encounter and play with fire, to create a container for that play, always aware that the container may burn. What a magnificent climax. Perhaps the human story of the quest for fire is an outward projection of an alchemical miracle that really happened inside someone. Fire, that most disorderly, unbound element, paradoxically, must create a structure, a home, an environment that it can burn or threaten to burn, to efface, to wipe out. Perhaps because that is the truest representation, not even representation, manifestation of the human condition. Why else would we live, create, imagine if we were not faced with death? Then there's the fifth element, that utterly indefinable but completely recognizable thing that we call music. And once again, the element of air becomes the medium through which our ears register and absorb this inner and outer play between silence and sound. Or, what do you think? So I mentioned the session coming up on August 10th. We have about 10 tickets left. Okay. Sorry, 9. So why not get yours now? Thank you. Wishing you a beautiful morning, a wonderful day. Bye-bye.